Mac and Via is accessible from Clever, so once you've logged into Clever, you'll be able to see the Mac and Via icon, and students and teachers will be able to log into their accounts. Now, depending on your particular school, Mac and Via might be organized just slightly differently, but all of these same resources are available. So there are ebooks in Mac and Via, and one of the easiest ways to search those is usually by categories. So it's easy for students to find books about animals or classics, folk tales, etc. And when they find a book that they would like to check out, it really works very similarly to a typical library checkout. For the most part, there's only one copy of a book, and if it says it's available, students will be able to check out. And that way, when they access Mac and Via at home, that is also available to them. One of the other big resources within Mac and Via is databases. And by just clicking on databases on the left, there are about 40 databases and resources that are specifically aimed for the elementary curriculum. So they'll all be in alphabetical order. There's quite a few Britannica resources, including Animal Kingdom. And the Britannica resources, I know when you think about an encyclopedia, you don't necessarily think interactive, but it's actually very well laid out, very kid-friendly, and definitely interactive. There are some resources that will probably be a little bit above your students, and teacher librarians have the ability to inactivate those resources. BrainPop is all accessible, so BrainPop Espanol, as well as BrainPop Junior, those are all available here within Mac and Via, and now they do not require any kind of username or password. There is a Spanish encyclopedia as well. This is another Britannica book, and there's an encyclopedia specifically aimed for the elementary set. So there are really resources that are aimed for our young researchers and can be used within classrooms or within the library. Quite a few resources for older students, but another one that's fantastic for the younger kids is Culturegrams. Great way to learn about different places around the United States and around the world. Does a great job with comparisons. Some other things that are great. Explora is very similar to Britannica, so it offers another encyclopedia type experience. Kids Info Bits. This is from Gale, and again, very interactive, very, very appealing. And Mayan is accessible from within Mac and Via as well. There are newspapers. Novelist K8 is great for students and teachers. It offers students a chance to learn more about books that might be similar to what they've learned, helps them figure out what book comes next in a series, lets them have recommendations based on other books they might have liked, but also gives background information about the authors as well. And that K8 is definitely aimed for the younger kids. Now, some of the favorite resources in Mac and Via are these Pebble Go resources. These are very, very user-friendly, especially for the younger students. Think of your kids who are just first getting on accessing digital content. Pebble Go has animals, it has biography, earth and space, and social studies. So Pebble Go does cover quite a bit of the curriculum. And Power Knowledge is aimed specifically for the science curriculum, but again, definitely an elementary resource. So there's quite a few things that are available for the elementary kids. Study SC has been updated quite a bit recently and is much more interactive, much more user friendly. So when we think about our students studying SC history, this is another fantastic resource for them. And teachingbooks.net, a lot of people think of it only for ELA, but it does have connections and allows you to search for other content areas. So you have resources for literature that will support science, support social studies, support health and careers and technology. So it's a really versatile resource that a lot of people don't necessarily think of. So Mac and VIA, your one-stop shop for a little bit of everything, ebooks and databases.